Hello my dear students, welcome back to chemistry class beta. So up to now successfully we have completed two chapters. One is acids, bases and salts, and one more is nothing but chemical reactions and equations. Right. So from today onwards I am going to start a new chapter that is nothing but metals and non-metals. So आज से अपन किसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे बेटा? मेटल्स एंड नॉन मेटल्स के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. ओके. So first of all here I want to say that total number of elements in the modern periodic table. How many elements are there? 118 elements are there. Such 118 elements, on the basis of their properties, mainly they are classified into three types. I said on the basis of properties. Okay beta. So in that number one is metals, number two is non-metals, and number three is semi-metals or metalloids. In that way we have to be classified on the basis of their properties. Okay, metals example, most of the D block elements and most of the S block elements and most of the F block elements, all they will be comes under metals. Here I have given some examples: iron, copper, aluminium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, all they are having the nature is nothing but what? Metals nature. Good. Next one is nothing but non-metals. In non-metals category, try to remember this point, be careful. Most of the P block elements will have to be considered under non-metals category beta. Examples of non-metals: carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, chlorine, phosphorus, like that. Most of the P block elements we can consider under non-metals category. But from S block elements, hydrogen also we can consider under non-metal, so try to be remember. Good. But listen carefully, some of the metals, they are having both the natures, metallic property and non-metallic property. Metallic 50, non-metallic 50, whatever that may be. So the metals which are having both the metallic and non-metallic character, such elements are called semi-metals, or we can say that metalloids. Example: arsenic, symbol is As. Next one is silicon, Si. Next one is zirconium, Ze. These three elements, and also few of the examples are there that we will discuss later beta, but try to remember these examples. So these examples we have to be considered under semi-metals category, or we can say metalloids category. Means they are having both the natures, metallic natures and non-metallic nature. दो भी nature किसको possible हो सकता है बेटा? Semi-metal को possible हो सकता है. Okay, so this is a classification of elements on the basis of their properties. Right. Now I am going to start our main topic. We are going to entering into the lesson now, that is nothing but physical properties of metals. What are the physical properties of metals? In this class we are going to be discussed beta. Okay. Physical properties of metals. In that category I am going to discuss about the first point. So मैं यहाँ पर किसके बारे में डिस्कस करना चाहता हूँ? Here I want to discuss about their physical state, how they are appearing, they are exist in which phase, physical state, either solid or liquid or gaseous form. You know very well, iron rod, for suppose what? Solid. Copper wire, solid. Most of the metals, you should be remember, at room temperature they will be exist in solid form. Okay beta. So here I want to say that most of the metals, and also we can say all metals at room temperature condition, at RT, the meaning is nothing but room temperature. At room temperature conditions, most of the metals, they will be exist in the form of solids. They are going to be exist in the form of solids. So आपसे remember करो बेटा. Try to remember now. At room temperature, most of the metals, they will be exist in the form of, the physical state is nothing but solid physical state. But except two metals are there. So the two metals are nothing but the, except one is nothing but Hg and one more is nothing but Za. One is Hg, one more is nothing but Za. Sir, what is mean by Hg? This is nothing but mercury. And what is mean by Za? So Za ka meaning is nothing but what beta? Gallium. except these two metals. Because of these two metals at room temperature, they will be exist in which form beta? Liquid form. So try to be remember, be careful. Most of the metals at room temperature, they will be exist in solid form except mercury and what nana? Gallium. Because of आपको मालूम thermometer में क्या रहता बेटा? Mercury will be there. That is in which phase? Liquid phase. So except these two metals, mercury and gallium, remaining all metals, they will be exist in the physical state solid form at what beta? Room temperature. Good. So next property here I want to discuss with you, that is about appearance. मेटल का अपीयरेंस कैसा हो सकता है? हाउ दे आर अपियरिंग. ओके, बेस्ट एग्जांपल इज नथिंग बट सिल्वर. सिल्वर का नेचर कैसा रहता है? शाइनिंग नेचर. गोल्ड, yes, it is also metallic luster nature. So you should remember this point. Metals, they are appearing in the nature, and also we can say they have the nature. This is called metallic luster. So try to be remember, sir, what is mean by metallic luster? The meaning of metallic luster is metals, they are having a shining surface. So metal का surface कैसे रह सकता? The surface of metal will be always shining in nature, and most of the metals, they have a shining surface, but shining surface is possible only in their pure state. If they are not in pure form, means they undergo corrosion, or we can say rusting procedure. Yes or no beta? So when metals are in their pure state, definitely they are having a shining surface, or we can say shining luster. Such property is known as metallic luster. Okay, I want to give you some examples. Here the examples are nothing but, one is nothing but iron, and one more is nothing but copper, and one more is nothing but, here I am going to give you magnesium, and also one more is nothing but what beta? Aluminium. So this is the activity question. This is in your textbook beta. So क्या बोले तो they have provided four metals: iron, copper, magnesium, aluminium. What is the symbol of magnesium? Mg. Aluminium is nothing but Al. So these four metals they have provided in our 10th science activity, Nana. And they said that after rubbing with sandpaper, after rubbing these metals with what? Sandpaper, what you are going to be observed. Listen carefully. Iron, copper, magnesium and aluminium. When these metals, when they are in pure state, definitely they are having a shining surface. Again, now what we are doing, we are rubbing with what, Nana? One sandpaper, one silica paper, Nana. After rubbing with sandpaper, automatically such metals, already they are having shining surface, but after rubbing with sandpaper, they becomes more shinier. और भी शाइन बन जाते हैं, ज़्यादा शाइन बन जाते हैं नाना. कब? After rubbing with sandpaper. So after rubbing with what, Nana? Sandpaper. So these metals, they will becomes what beta? More shinier. So try to be remember. Such shining property, such glowing property, such brightful property of the metals is known as metallic luster. Try to be remember along with examples. Okay. So third property I am going to discuss with you, that is about the हार्डनेस. नाना, हार्डनेस के बारे में अपन डिस्कस करेंगे. मेटल का हार्डनेस कैसा रह सकता? व्हाट विल बी द हार्डनेस ऑफ मेटल्स? यू नो वेरी वेल. फर्स्ट सपोज आयरन रॉड, क्या उसको तुम ब्रेक कर सकते? कैन यू कट इट इजीली? क्या गोल्ड कैन यू कट इट इजीली? सिल्वर कैन यू कट इट इजीली? Not possible, Nana, because of due to their strong interatomic and metallic forces. Metals, they are having more density, more melting point, more boiling point. Due to such three reasons and due to strong metallic force, to break them we required more force, means difficulty to cut or difficulty to break. Like that we have to be remember. So about the hardness I am going to say that metals are hard solids. Metals are hard solids. So due to their more hardness, due to their what beta? More hardness, metals are very difficulty to break. Or we can say metals are very difficulty to cut. Once again, so due to presence of strong intermolecular metallic forces, metals are nothing but hard solids. They contain more hardness with more density. Due to such reasons, metals, they are very difficulty to cut. That means very difficulty to break. But except two metals, that is nothing but. So what are the two metals? One is nothing but, I want to say that sodium, and one more is nothing but potassium. Try to remember, very important this part. Except sodium and potassium, of course, they are solid metals. They are solid metal beta. Even though they can be easily cut with knife. Easily cuts with a knife. Yes, except sodium and potassium. Except sodium and potassium, remaining all metals, they are hard solids. They are having more hardness. That means due to their hardness, they are very difficulty to cut. But except two metals, one is sodium and one more is nothing but what? Potassium. These two metals, of course both are metals, of course both are solids. But due to their special character, due to their softness, they can be easily cut with a knife. मीन्स अपन उनको नाइफ से भी कट कर सकते इतने ओके ना स्पेशल रहते ना ट्राई टू बी रिमेंबर क्वेश्चन सो मेनी टाइम्स रिपीटेड गिव एनी टू एग्जांपल्स ऑफ मेटल्स विच कैन बी इजीली कट्स विथ ए नाइफ सो दिस इज योर क्वेश्चन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सो आपका आंसर क्या बता सकते हैं सोडियम एंड पोटेशियम दे कैन बी इजीली कट्स विथ ए नाइफ except that two remaining metals they are very difficulty to cut. Okay, remaining metals तो बोल रहे हैं, let us consider some examples. Again same thing, iron knife से कट कर सकते हैं, not possible. Next go for copper, क्या copper wire को कट कर सकते हैं? Is not possible. Next one is nothing but what? Iron. Next one is nothing but what? Copper. And also we can consider magnesium. And also we can consider aluminum. So as per activity question they have given 6 elements: iron, copper, magnesium, aluminum, sodium, potassium. Sodium and potassium they can be easily cut with a knife, but remaining 4 they cannot be easily cut with knife because of due to their more hardness they are very difficult to cut. The story is clear. Okay beta, next point I am going to discuss with you density. अभी मैंने बोला yes metals they are having more hardness due to the reason is nothing but more dense region. So you have to be remember metals they are having higher densities. Next point I want to say that about the melting point and boiling points. About what beta? Melting point and boiling points. So melting point and boiling point के बारे में डिस्कस करना है तो melting point is always directly proportional to hardness. MPBP both are directly proportional to hardness and also directly proportional to what beta? Densities. Hardness भी बहुत ज़्यादा है यहाँ पर, density भी बहुत higher है. Due to that reasons and due to strong metallic forces, to break them you required more temperature. That means we have to be say that metals they are having higher melting point and boiling points. Try to be remember. So due to their more hardness and due to their higher densities, to break that forces, metallic forces, strong metallic forces, to break them you require what? More melting points and boiling points. So metals they are having higher melting points and boiling points, but except two metals. So they are nothing but, I want to say that one is nothing but gallium and one more is nothing but cesium. Of course both are metals but they are having low melting point and boiling points. एक क्वेश्चन भी रिपीट हुआ था, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. Among the following which metal easily melts on hand? ऐसे हैंड में पकड़ते ही मेल्ट हो जाता. The answer is nothing but gallium. Among the following which metal easily melts on hand? हैंड में ही कौन सा मेटल मेल्ट हो सकता? The answer is nothing but gallium. Okay, right. So except to gallium and cesium, these two metals, they are having very low melting point and boiling points. Except that two remaining all the metals, they are having higher melting point and boiling points. Okay, now beta. Right. Next property, sixth property, I am going to be discuss with you. Sixth point, seventh point, they are ultimately important. Okay. So what is the sixth point information? Is very important definition in your syllabus. This is called malleability. Right. Metals, they shows they are having one special property. One is special property, one is nothing but malleable, and another special property, this is nothing but ductile. Sir, what is mean by malleable and what is mean by ductile? Okay na? Right. Okay, for suppose malleable का meaning मैं आपको बताता हूँ ना. Malleable means, first of all here I am going to be consider some metals. Metals upon undergo the process beating, or we can say beaten into. Metals upon beating, nothing but ऊपर से ठोकने के बाद, by applying force. Okay, so metals, they can be beaten into by applying some force. They can be changes into thin sheets. The ability of metals to be beaten into thin sheets, such property is known as what, Nana? Malleability. Yes, you know very well, Nana. First, suppose I want to see some examples first of all. One is nothing but gold. Gold. What is the symbol of gold? AU. AU means aram. AU means aram. Lattice name of gold. Gold symbol AU. AU means aram. Okay, now next one is nothing but what, beta? Silver. The symbol of silver is nothing but what, beta? Ag. Ag means argentinum. Again, lattice name of what, beta? Silver. So gold and silver, you should be remember. So these two metals, we have to be consider that these two metals are nothing but the most malleable metals. So many times repeated in your board paper. Yes. Give any two examples of most malleable metals, means which metals can be easily beaten into thin sheets. One is nothing but gold, one more is nothing but silver. That's why in jewelry, most of the ornaments, they are made with what, Nana? Gold and silver only. Due to their property is nothing but malleable property. Because of they can be easily beaten into respective desirable. Okay, ना आपको जो shape चाहना वो shape में अपन convert कर सकते हैं. Due to the nature is nothing but malleable nature. Once again, the most malleable metals are gold and silver. Sir, what is mean by malleability? Malleable ka meaning, metals can be easily beaten into their respective thin sheets by applying some force. This is nothing but what, Nana? Malleability. Sir, only two metals they shows malleability na. Few other examples are there. I am going to show you. Yes, one is nothing but I want to say that iron. आपको मालूम आयरन को यूज करके अपन डिफरेंट शीट बना सकते हैं. वी कैन पेयर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ थिन शीट्स बाय यूजिंग व्हाट? आयरन. So iron is the metal, upon beating it can be changed into what? Thin sheets. The property is nothing but malleability. समझ गए तुम लोग? One more is nothing but we can consider copper. Yes or no? इस कॉफर को भी यूज कर सकते हैं. डिफरेंट कॉफर शीट बना सकते हैं. वेजिल्स बना रहे, ओके ना, कुकिंग वेजिल्स, ऑल दे आर मेड विथ व्हाट? एल्यूमिनियम एंड कॉफर. Yes, due to the nature is nothing but malleability. So we can say iron, our next one is copper, our next one is nothing but zinc, and also we can consider lead, and also we can consider gold, and also we can consider silver. But among this all, most malleable, which can be easily converted into thin sheets, answer is nothing but gold and silver. Try to remember, don't forget. So most malleable metals, gold and silver. What is meant by malleability? Metals can be beaten into thin sheets. Such property is known as malleability. Example: iron, copper, zinc, lead, aluminium, and gold and silver. All they can be what, Nana? Is useful in making what, Nana? Thin sheets. Okay, now they can be beaten into thin sheets. Such property is known as what, Nana? Malleability. Good. Another property, what I told you, this is also very important. Sixth one and seventh one, malleability and ductility. malleability and ductility. Sir, what is mean by ductility? Chal, same thing, Nana. Again, here I am going to be considering some metals. Metals, they can be drawn into thin wires. Okay, now. So again, same thing, by applying some mechanical force, metals, they can be converted into what, Nana? Thin wires. For suppose, best example, evergreen example, copper metal. By applying some force, okay, na, they can be drawn into copper wires we are using for electricity point of view, Nana. Same thing, aluminum metal to aluminum wire, iron to iron wires, like that number of applications are there. So some metals, they can be drawn into, they have the capability to be drawn into the thin wires. So property is nothing but what? Ductility. Metals, they can be beaten into thin sheets. This is called malleability. Metals, they can be drawn into thin wires. This is called ductility. Or ek bar, beaten into thin sheets, malleability, and drawn into thin wires, this is called ductility. Though be powerful definitions, try to be remembered. Okay, beta. So the ability of metals to be drawn into thin wires, such property is known as what, beta? Ductility. So which is the most ductile metal? So the most ductile metal is nothing but gold. What is the symbol of gold? AU. Most malleable metals are two, gold and silver. And most ductile metal is one. This is nothing but gold. Try to be focused. Okay, na? Right, na? And also some other examples I want to give you. Ductility example, same thing, iron. It can be drawn into the wire. Next one is nothing but copper. It can be drawn into the wire. Next one is nothing but aluminum. It can be drawn into the wire. Okay, na beta? Next one is nothing but platinum. And also we can consider silver. Okay, so platinum, silver, gold, aluminum, copper, iron, all these metals, they can be easily drawn into thin wires. Such property is known as what, beta? Ductility. I hope you understand. And ek point remember kar lo, try to remember. Lead, it can be beaten into thin sheets, but lead does not show the properties, nothing but ductility. Lead wires are not available. Okay, so try to be remember. PB wires, they are not available. Okay, PB cannot be changed into thin wires form due to its special properties and structures. So though, try to remember that only. So lead wires cannot be available in the form of wires. That means does not show what, Nana? Ductility. Okay, but which is the most ductile? Gold. Most malleable? Gold and silver. Most malleable, gold and silver. Most ductile is nothing but what, Nana? Is gold only. मैं आपको गोल्ड के बारे में एक एग्जांपल बताता हूँ. Most ductile, answer is nothing but gold. It can be easily drawn into thin wires because of, listen carefully, 1 gram of gold, 1 gram of gold, just 1 gram. 1 gram of gold, it can be drawn into thin wires. How much of length? The length is nothing but 2 kilometer length of wire. Okay, na? 1 gram of gold, it can be drawn into 2 kilometer length of thin wire. We can prepare, Nana, from what? Gold. That's why, so we have to be say that gold contains maximum what, Nana? Ductility. Just 1 gram. Okay, now it can be drawn into how much of length of wire? 2 kilometer length of wire we can prepare just from the 1 gram of gold. That means most ductile is gold and most malleable is nothing but gold and silver. And try to remember some other examples I have given to you. So final touch, metals can be beaten into thin sheets, malleability, metals can be drawn into thin wires. This is nothing but what, beta? Ductility. Okay, remaining some electrical properties and heat properties and some sonorous topic is there. Such few, okay, now physical properties, and based on their remaining questions in tomorrow's class we are going to be discussed. I hope you understand this class successfully. Okay, yes, once again listen the video class carefully, beta, and write the notes. Okay, now, right.